Tonight, Alabamians cast their votes.
Plus, Troy adds a new major to give students an aerial perspective. Stay tuned, Troy. TrojanVision News starts now.
From the High Definition Production Center of Troy University's Broadcast and Digital Network and Troy campuses around the world, this is Troy TrojanVision News.
Hello and welcome to Troy TrojanVision News for November 4th, 2014. I'm Casey Freeman.
And I'm Courtney Addison. Thank you for joining us this evening. Across the state, many citizens are casting their vote in today's general election, and while voters are deciding offices that have local and national impact, there are some young people who aren't necessarily aware of today's significance. Americans everywhere have worked a trip to the polls into their daily routine to let their voice be heard in the 2014 general election. Ashley Larimore is a political science major and gives us her thoughts on college students taking the time to vote.
If it weren't for voting, then how would your public officials know how you feel? And how would your state government know how you feel and know where you stand?
And some politicians used today as a last-minute campaign stop on Troy's campus, and one even had a four-legged supporter. Voting isn't a privilege that everyone has, and one student tells us why he feels it's important that everyone heads to the polls.
A lot of people I know have fought for the right to vote, especially in women and minorities. With the rate our country is going, we need people to take a stand and really try to get things done and get things changed for the better.
While many Americans marked Election Day in their calendar, some college students, not so much. Do you know what today is?
Today is the Tuesday, the 4th, maybe.
And is there anything special going on today?
Saga might be serving something interesting. I don't really know.
Do you know what today is?
November the 4th, 2014.
Is there anything special going on today? Do you know what today is?
No, I do not.
Is there anything important going on today? Do you know what today is?
Today is November 4th, 2014.
And is there anything special going on today?
Not that I know of.
Okay, well, today's actually Election Day as well.
Oh, I knew.
Larimore says she feels students should take a more active role in the political process.
It hurts, and then it's, how have you ignored so much that's been going on? It makes me wonder how much students are paying attention to the news and to the world around them.
And if you haven't cast your vote, there is still time. Polls in Pike County close at 7 p.m.
Troy University is preparing students for the future job market as they launched a new minor this fall under the College of Arts and Sciences. Clay Yeager gives us a look.
Troy University is presenting students a new minor offered under the Department of Chemistry and Physics. The Unmanned Aerial Systems minor is not only new to the university, but Troy is the first to offer the minor in the state of Alabama.
Troy will be covering the entire spectrum of aviation training, fixed-wing helicopters, and now in unmanned aerial systems. There's no other school that's doing that right now in Alabama, and so I like being out there. And I think it'll train them to, someday, it doesn't seem too far-fetched to say that, you might be the CDO, the Chief Drone Officer in your corporation.
However, some people may ask the question, what do unmanned aerial systems actually do?
Basically, any system that can be controlled from the ground or can operate autonomously that will allow you to observe or sense things from the air.
According to Alan Back, these aerial systems will be a booming industry, bringing in an estimated $82 billion. Alan Back also mentions that the military will not only be using drones, but corporations such as Amazon and Google.
I think it'll position our graduates to go to companies who don't know anything about these machines but want to. And so having this on your resume is going to make you stand out. It'll help differentiate you from the rest of the pack. And it's going to just be, I think, something that a graduate going into the modern job market is really going to value.
The unmanned aerial system classes have already begun, but you can expect the 2015 classes to take off next year. I'm Clay Yeager with Troy TrojanVision News.
Students can already sign up for aviation classes for spring 2015.
And this is Alpha Week, a chance for Troy's Alpha Phi Alpha fraternity to showcase their organization. Xavier Harris shows us how the Alphas are using their week to help their fellow students get a little exercise.
What better way to start your Greek Organizations Week than a good workout? Monday night, the Brothers of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated kicked off their annual Greek Week, allowing Troy University students to come out and participate in some moderate to intense workouts.
Today we having Mulk Fitness. The only thing it is just we having a big group workout. We're just trying to get everybody that loves the workout in one place together, because today, in today's generation, a lot of people love working out, staying in shape, so why not have something that the whole campus can do together?
One Alpha member explains why they decided to host a fitness day instead of a cookout or a party.
We chose the fitness thing just because everybody else, they do, the same old between Greeks. As far as events, we wanted to do something different, something that everybody was, not accustomed to, which was, something fitness-wise. And a lot of people at, in college campus, they want to get in shape, they want to do this, they want to do that, but they don't have the incentive. So now we're giving them that incentive, so anybody from beginner level to extreme, you can come out here and enjoy yourself and have some fun.
One of the students participating in the workout explains how much it means to her that the Brothers of Alpha Phi Alpha not only care about their fraternity but also the health of the student body.
Well, it makes me feel like, Greeks, as far as, fraternities especially, they're not all about partying. It's all about, health and the health of the student body. Even, especially as freshmen, you have to get yourself out there, because even me, I remember my freshman, especially my first semester, just being in the dorm and not having anything to do. So it's just important that, especially as first year freshmen, come out and enjoy what Troy has to offer.
Xavier Harris, Troy, TrojanVision News.
The Alphas will hold a Stroll Like an Alpha event tonight at 7:06 in the Natatorium. And many students join campus organizations to broaden their horizons, usually with a social or an academic focus.
That's right, Courtney, but as Whitney Butler shows us in today's organizational spotlight, there's one student organization that is dedicated to helping welcome future Trojans to campus.
Being a part of the Trojan Ambassador Association is not only about showing prospective students and their parents about Troy University, but it takes hard work, determination, and enthusiasm to fulfill the job.
So as Trojan Ambassadors, we work a lot of events on campus. We're the official hosts and hostesses of the university. So we work a lot of events like graduation, honors convocations, career fairs, just really anywhere where they need representatives of Troy to kind of lend a helping hand in whatever capacity that means.
Versus they encourage students to join organizations like the Trojan Ambassadors. And while some students just want to put it on their resume, other students find this organization far more rewarding.
There are a lot of rewards. Honestly, just like the time I've had here at Troy has been truly a blessing for me, and just being able to share that with these incoming recruits and just getting to share my experiences and recruiting them to hopefully share some of the same experiences that I've had during my time at Troy is one of just the many rewards that I have of being an ambassador for Troy.
While most prospective students feel that the ambassadors have made an impact on their college decisions, ambassadors really find each tour they give as a reward within itself.
Being a Trojan ambassador is influencing other people on their decisions for college, maybe making a difference in their lives, showing them what Troy University means to me, what it does for the community, and things like that.
If you or anyone you know would like to become a part of Trojan Ambassadors, information will be available in March 2015. Whitney Butler, Troy, TrojanVision News.
Any students that think they might be interested in becoming a part of Trojan Ambassadors can contact either Jennifer Gardner or Jacob Grant in the admissions office.
And now taking a look at news from around the state, Alabama voters are deciding whether to stick with Republican Governor Robert Bentley or replace him with Democrat Parker Griffin. The polls are open until 7 p.m. tonight. Republicans are looking to extend their dominance in the Alabama legislature after winning a supermajority 4 years ago.
In Birmingham, police are investigating a shooting that left a man dead in the parking lot of a Birmingham convenience store. Authorities say the shooting happened about 12:30 yesterday afternoon at the Triple S convenience store in southwest Birmingham.
The U.S. Supreme Court is refusing to hear the appeal of a death row inmate convicted of bombing in the bombing death of a federal judge from Alabama. Walter Leroy Moody Jr. was convicted of capital murder for killing U.S. Circuit Judge Robert Vance with a pipe bomb delivered to his house in Mountain Brook in 1989. And still to come on Troy TrojanVision News, the soccer team will begin the Sun Belt Conference Championships tomorrow when they take UL Lafayette. For Clay Yeager will have more when he joins us with sports.
The Battle of the Senate will be decided today. We'll have the full details on Election Day after the break. Stay with us.
It's Election Day with control of the U.S. Senate up for grabs. I'm Mark Abbott in Washington with the latest on the key races and problems at the polls coming up.
Don't look at me. Your hair's a bit frizzy today. Oh, you should pick that up. Oh, you're such a dork. Loser. Here, let me help you with that. Oops.
Every day, kids witness bullying.
Oh, look. Your crush is looking at you. Poor you.
They want to help, but don't know how.
See, no one here's gonna help you because no one
Teach your
likes
kids how to be more than a bystander. Visit stopbullying.gov.
I was afraid of that.
Well, guess it's time to get you fixed.
Your pets will start fooling around sooner than you think.
Go on, get out of here!
Accidental litters lead to millions killed in shelters each year. Help prevent more. Fix at month 4.
Now, the latest in Trojan sports on Troy TrojanVision News.
The soccer team will begin the Sun Belt Conference Championships tomorrow when they take on UL Lafayette once again for the second time this season. Amy Austin gives us a preview.
We've had a great season so far, but it all comes down to this. You lose a game and you're out, you win a game and you keep going on.
Headed to the Sun Belt Conference Tournament as the number 2 seed, the soccer team is looking to add more wins to their 14-5 record. And in order to do that, head coach Jason Hamilton said his team has to believe that they will win.
A matter of kind of changing the culture a little bit and getting them to believe in themselves and getting them to play just a little bit harder and knowing that even as much success that we had is you can't just show up, so we continue to work harder every day.
Chelsea Williams said she and her team are more than excited for the upcoming tournament. They're looking to win it all.
We're so pumped. We're definitely looking obviously to win it, and definitely I think we should. There should be no doubt why we shouldn't, because I think we're definitely the better team against all these teams. Like if we come out and play and do what we need to do, then there should be no doubt why we shouldn't beat these teams. So we're all excited. So it's really comes down to who wants it more.
Troy's first opponent will be UL Lafayette, who they defeated earlier this season 2-0. But Hamilton said this game is going to come down to who makes a mistake.
They score a lot of goals. We don't give up a lot of goals, so it's kind of going to be a chess match. I think they were top 2 in the conference in scoring, and we were top 2 in the conference in goals against. So it's going to be a chess match of who can execute their game plan and stick to the things that they do. And someone's going to have to make a mistake at some point. Hopefully, we're on the positive side of that.
Amy Austin, Troy TrojanVision Sports.
The game is set for 1 p.m. in Mobile. The football team continues to increase their losing streak as they fell to Georgia Southern 42-10 last week. The Trojans only had 154 total offensive yards, with the majority of them coming from the running game, 141 total yards. Troy's passing game was non-existent as they only had 13 total passing yards. However, wide receiver John Johnson says that the stats don't show their hard work and their mentality to push them beyond their limits every day.
Do the best we can, go out there, give full effort, and to be able to go home and look yourself in the mirror at night and can honestly tell yourself that you gave everything you had on the field, so you have no regrets. So even if we do end up losing, everybody can say that they did the best they could and that just the team was just better than us that day.
The football team will be back home this weekend as they take on Georgia State on Saturday with kickoff set for 2 p.m. The volleyball team has not only lost their 14th game in a row, with the past 3 games the Trojans have lost 0-3. This past weekend the Trojans lost to ULR. Troy only had the lead in the first set, with the score being 17-16. However, ULR scored 4 straight unanswered points to take the lead 20-17. ULR was dominant throughout the rest of the sets, with the scores being 25-19, 25-14, and 25-18. Head coach Sonny Kirkpatrick says the loss was due to a new lineup resulting from some key injuries.
For the first time, throwing that lineup together against the team, and we can do as much as we want in practice, but it's totally different when you get against another team. So we did pretty well considering. We competed hard and played 2 really good schools. So we had opportunities to maybe steal a game from each one of them.
The Trojans will prepare to turn the remaining of their season around this Friday when they take on UL Monroe on senior night.